Hello and welcome everyone to tonight's electrifying broadcast where we bring you the most captivating story fresh off Broadway. One that merges the glamour of the red carpet with the gravitas of live theater and that has the power to transport you back to an era of groundbreaking journalism and uncompromising truth. This evening, we are diving into the opening night of Good Night and Good Luck on Broadway, a production that has already generated a whirlwind of excitement and conversation among theater enthusiasts and pop culture aficionados alike. This isn't just any opening night. It's an event that has drawn an elite array of celebrities, including Jennifer Lopez, Thurman, Kaia Gerber, and many others, all gathering at New York City's Winter Garden Theater to witness a moment of theatrical history. The night began with a palpable buzz in the air as fans and critics alike flocked to the red carpet, their excitement practically radiating in every flash of the cameras and every shared social media post. Among the stars gracing the event were icons known not only for their immense talent, but also for their influence on modern style and culture. Jennifer Lopez, whose presence lights up any room, looked radiant and confident, while Thurman exuded timeless elegance as she mingled with fellow celebrities. Kaia Gerber, the rising supermodel and style icon, added a youthful, edgy energy to the mix. The red carpet was awash with glitter, glamour, and an unmistakable sense of anticipation as the world prepared to see this bold theatrical offering that dares to remind us of an era when a single broadcast could change the course of history. Good Night and Good Luck is not your average play. It is a reverent yet daring exploration of a seminal moment in American journalism. Its very title, borrowed from the famous sign-off of legendary broadcaster Edward R. Murrow, sets the stage for a narrative that intertwines the relentless pursuit of truth with a celebration of artistic integrity. Tonight, as we step into the Winter Garden Theater, we are invited to witness a production that pays homage to Murrow's unyielding commitment to exposing the truth and challenging the status quo, a theme as potent now as it was in the 1950s. In a time when television news has become a battleground for competing narratives and sensationalism, the play reminds us of a period when journalism was a crusade, a noble fight to bring down a demagogue in the form of Senator Joseph McCarthy and his witch-hunting tactics. The production, masterminded by a creative team that includes none other than George Clooney, a man whose name is synonymous with both Hollywood glamour and an understated, compelling presence on stage, presents a version of events that, while not a strict history lesson, carries the spirit of courage and conviction. Clooney, portraying the iconic Edward R. Murrow, brings a subtle yet powerful authenticity to the role. It is a role he has never before inhabited on Broadway, and he himself warns us to buckle up as he embarks on this theatrical journey. Clooney's portrayal is defined by his ability to channel Murrow's trademark blend of gravitas and calm determination, a man whose very voice once challenged the pervasive complacency of an American public numbed by the distractions of television. His performance is framed by his willingness to let the facts speak for themselves. Much of his dialogue is drawn verbatim from Murrow's actual broadcasts, ensuring that the legacy of journalistic integrity remains at the heart of the evening's proceedings. The play opens with an intriguing first line that sets the tone for what is to come. This just might do nobody any good. In any other context, such a statement might seem like a risky, even off-putting way to begin a performance. But when delivered by a figure of Clooney's stature, embodying a character as revered as Edward R. Murrow, the line transforms into a poignant commentary on the state of media and its capacity, or perhaps its failure, to truly enlighten its audience. It is a line that encapsulates the paradox of the modern media landscape, a medium meant to inform and inspire, yet one that has increasingly become a tool for distraction, delusion, and the comfortable complacency that keeps us from questioning the forces that shape our lives. As the lights dim and the curtain rises, the stage transforms into a recreation of CBS's Studio 41 in 1953, a space where Murrow and his esteemed producer, Fred W. Friendly, orchestrated one of the most consequential chapters in the history of American television. In this meticulously designed set, every detail from the banks of black and white monitors to the carefully arranged desks and props is imbued with a sense of nostalgia and purpose. The set, the brainchild of visionary designer Scott Paskin, reconfigured with an almost balletic fluidity by director David Cromer, serves not only as a backdrop, but as a character. In its own right, one that speaks to the transformative power of television in a bygone era. Throughout the performance, Clooney, in his role as Murrow, exudes a luminous presence. Even when he appears in the far corners of the expansive set, his unmistakable figure, bathed in Hollywood-like light courtesy of designer Heather Gilbert, commands attention. The production leverages every technological and theatrical resource available. Projection designer David Bengali's innovative display of Murrow's image on multiple monitors ensures that his iconic visage remains ever present, a constant reminder of the man who dared to challenge the establishment. In this way, the production creates a dual narrative, one that honors the history of journalism and another that draws parallels to today's media environment, inviting the audience to consider how much has changed and how much remains the same. Much of the play's dialogue is steeped in historical gravitas, yet it is delivered with a precision and clarity that makes the past feel astonishingly immediate. Murrow's speeches, replete with factual rigor and an unyielding commitment to truth, are interwoven with moments of subtle humor and irony. The play deftly captures the tension of that era, the clash between the idealistic aspirations of a free press and the harsh realities of political manipulation and demagoguery. As Murrow prepares to launch a series of broadcasts aimed at unmasking the notorious Senator McCarthy, we are treated to a narrative that is both inspiring and cautionary. It is a reminder of the immense power of the press and the courage required to confront the forces of fear and repression. One of the most compelling aspects of Good Night and Good Luck is its portrayal of the collaborative spirit that drove the production of See It Now, the groundbreaking news magazine that became a beacon of integrity in a turbulent time. The play does not seek to elevate Murrow to the status of a lone hero. Rather, it shines a light on the ensemble of dedicated journalists, writers, cameramen, editors, directors, and assistants who work tirelessly behind the scenes. These are the unsung heroes of a bygone era whose collective efforts made it possible to deliver a message that resonated across the nation. Director David Cromer orchestrates these moments with the finesse of a master conductor, moving the ensemble through intricate groupings and sudden, powerful massings that evoke the disciplined precision of a corps de ballet. This dynamic staging not only reinforces the theme of unity and collective action, but also serves as a metaphor for the very essence of journalism, a field that thrives on the contributions of countless individuals, each playing their part in the pursuit of truth. While the historical narrative of the play is its backbone, it is the interplay between past and present that imbues the production with a sense of urgency and relevance. In the midst of Clooney's measured delivery and the ensemble's synchronized movements, the play pauses to reflect on the enduring impact of Murrow's work. His iconic challenge to the television news industry to abandon its role as a mere purveyor of distractions and instead serve as a platform for meaningful, unvarnished truth echoes with increasing resonance in today's world. The parallels between the media landscape of the 1950s and our own are stark, prompting us to ask whether the transformative potential of journalism has been diminished by a culture of sensationalism and superficiality. In this light, Good Night and Good Luck is more than a historical reenactment. It is a call to arms, a plea for a return to the values of transparency, accountability, and the relentless quest for truth. The performance is not without its moments of emotional intensity, and nowhere is this more evident than in the portrayal of the internal battles that define that era. One of the play's most affecting sequences centers on the confrontation with Senator McCarthy, a demagogue whose insidious tactics of fear-mongering and character assassination had a corrosive effect on the national psyche. Although McCarthy himself is not portrayed by an actor, Instead, his presence is felt through carefully curated tapes and archival footage. The impact of his rhetoric is palpable. The tension builds as See It Now dedicates an entire broadcast to the senator's self-destructive tirades, culminating in Murrow's measured, fact-based rebuttal. This pivotal moment, charged with moral clarity and unwavering resolve, is delivered with a calm intensity that stands in stark contrast to the chaotic fervor of McCarthy's own words. It is a moment that encapsulates the essence of the play, a testament to the power of restraint, the importance of evidence, and the courage it takes to confront tyranny with nothing but the truth. Yet, amid the somber themes and the weight of history, the production does not shy away from moments of levity and reflection. George Clooney's performance is peppered with understated humor, a wry nod to the absurdities of both past and present. His lines, delivered with a twinkle in his eye and a hint of mischief, serve as a reminder that even in the face of monumental challenges, there is room for laughter and humanity. In one particularly memorable exchange, Clooney's Murrow muses on the future of television, lamenting how the medium has evolved from a tool of enlightenment into an engine of distraction that leaves its audience fat, comfortable, and complacent. This observation, while rooted in the context of the 1950s, resonates with alarming clarity in today's age of infotainment and digital overload. It is a moment of introspection that invites the audience to reconsider the role of the media in shaping our perceptions and our priorities, and to ponder whether the lessons of the past can inform a better future. As the play hurtles toward its climax, the narrative shifts to a powerful montage that spans the decades, a sweeping visual journey that traces the evolution of television news from its nascent beginnings to the modern era. This sequence, set against a backdrop of stirring musical cues and evocative imagery, serves as both a tribute and a warning. It is a reminder that while the tools and technologies of journalism have evolved dramatically, the fundamental challenges of truth-telling, accountability, and the battle against misinformation remain as urgent today as they were during Murrow's time. In this moment, the stage becomes a canvas on which the legacy of the past is projected onto the present, creating a bridge between two eras that are separated by time but united by a common quest for integrity. The production's closing moments are nothing short of breathtaking, a rousing, cathartic finale that leaves the audience with a sense of hope and determination. As the lights gradually fade, the cast and crew take their final bows, and the echoes of Murrow's immortal sign-off, "Good night and good luck," linger in the air like a benediction. It is a fitting end to an evening that has been as much about honoring the sacrifices of the past as it is about inspiring a new generation of truth seekers. The message is clear. Even in a world beset by challenges and distractions, there remains the possibility of reclaiming the transformative power of journalism, of restoring a sense of purpose and accountability to the media, and of reminding ourselves that a single voice, when steadfast and true, can indeed make a difference. As we close tonight's broadcast, let us take a moment to reflect on the myriad layers of meaning encapsulated in the opening night of Good Night and Good Luck on Broadway. This production is more than just a retelling of history. It is an invitation to engage with the past in a way that informs our present and lights a path toward a more conscientious future. It challenges us to question the status quo, to demand more from the media we consume, and to remember that the pursuit of truth is a timeless endeavor, one that transcends eras, genres, and the confines of any single performance. For those of you who joined us on the red carpet tonight, witnessed the dazzling array of celebrity fashion, and felt the palpable energy of New York City's theater scene, we hope you leave with a renewed sense of wonder and a reminder that art, when executed with vision and integrity, has the power to change hearts, minds, and ultimately the course of history. The stars who graced the event, from the ever-charismatic Jennifer Lopez and the incomparable Thurman to the dynamic Kaia Gerber, were not merely there to celebrate the glitz and glamour of a red carpet event. They were there to bear witness to a revival of a tradition that values truth, courage, and the relentless pursuit of a better tomorrow. In closing, let us remember that the legacy of Edward R. Murrow and the spirit of good night and good luck is not confined to the annals of history or the glowing reviews of a single night on Broadway. It is an enduring call to action, a challenge to every one of us to demand more from our institutions, our media, and ourselves. As we step away from tonight's spectacle and return to our daily lives, may we carry with us the memory of this extraordinary evening and the inspiration to seek out truth in all its forms. Thank you for joining us on this remarkable journey through history, art, and the power of storytelling. Good night and good luck.